Okay, so that was Super China Buffet. You see the thing behind me here, and let's get a shot of it. Super China Buffet in Schaumburg. I mentioned before, I've been here before, but it's gone way downhill. I mean, way downhill.
Quiero un nudo blanco, así como me acaba de dar de roaming. Quiero puerco, hombre, chicken broccoli.
Ma no te calete. Yo veo videos y matar. Matan. ¿Qué? No, ese no.
Why wouldn't you want to do like what's the oh yeah. So why wouldn't you tell the customer that's like so it's sort of how much would it be for like 300?
Okay, so let's give this a try. So I got Diet Pepsi. Sitting in a booth by myself. A little bit of distance from everybody else. So I notice a lot of the offerings are chicken. which is the least expensive meat, of course. So let's try some. This is a sweet and sour type chicken. All this stuff is just fried. Didn't have a whole lot of offerings of anything, really. Things were running out. There's not a whole lot of people in here either. A little hard, a little crunchy. I've been here before in the past, several times in the past. Some beef. Cauliflower. Broccoli, not cauliflower. Sorry. Definitely a lot less people in here than it used to be. But I figured I'd take you guys out here anyways. Something to do. Plus I was getting hungry. So what was the total? I had to check. $12.99, tax $1.56, total $14.55, plus whatever tip you might end up leaving. Alright, I didn't get too much carbs. We got some noodles. Let's try that. Yeah. Typical. Most of the buffet places, typical. More chicken. I don't know what this chicken is.
Oh God!
Some more broccoli. Kind of hard to mess up broccoli. The last chicken piece had a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of a kick. This stuff tastes a little mushy. Most of the stuff here is a little mushy. Let's try some shrimp on here. Same thing, a little mushy. You know what this place needs? A little bit of music or something. Let's try some mushrooms. Mushrooms are fine. Button mushrooms. Shrimp, fried shrimp. It's okay. We're looking around to see who else is here. A number of Hispanic families are here. I saw one Asian family walking out. Other than that, looks like somebody's having their business lunch here. Yeah, their ratings are not very high. This is imitation crab. A lot of this stuff feels like it's overcooked or something. Overdone. I mean, even this stuff is pretty overdone.
I'm going to see if I can get you commission on it now.
The thing is, there's not a whole lot of Chinese buffets around anymore. There used to be quite a few. Not anymore. There's another one called Royal Buffet, and that is more expensive. But even for them, they've pretty much stayed with the same formula. I don't think their menu has changed in years. A lot of people used to go there. I know we have our former friend, our former churches, our friends from our former church, I should say, usually go there when people are in town because it's one of the bigger buffets, and they'll let us stay there for as long as we want. I recall one time our group came here. We stayed for a couple hours and then they kicked us all out. I guess we stayed too long. We were kind of noisy, admittedly. We had a separate section in the back of the restaurant. But they said, okay, our time is up. They kicked us out. Some buffets have time limits, as you might know, especially out in Vegas. Usually not around here, though. The thing is, we were just hanging around and talking. We weren't, I guess people do still grab stuff, even when you're sitting around talking. Some more chicken. I don't know what they call this. Everything seems to be a chicken of something. Just checking my messages. Alright, let's try crab red gluten. This stuff is not Chinese, by the way. Usually it has cream cheese in it. Chinese don't have cream cheese items. Americanized. It's okay. It's usually just like a fried wonton with cream cheese on the inside. A little bit of imitation crab meat in there. More chicken. Price includes a drink. I'll say this: at least their napkins hold up a little bit better than the other place. Okay, I'm done with the first round. Not much more to pick from. If anything, I'll be getting the same stuff again. Let's check it out. That was the first spilled my Coke into my camera. I'll take some more of these. Clean up that Coke.
Sitting in California. Oh, sure. The airplane goes down.
Jefe, si la error chicken medio. Bueno, ya aquí se lo más o menos. Chicos de la de cuarto y medio. A la bella chicken.
Well, we don't have a big one like this on your phone. You can just buy what I do.
They wanted legs.
Well, maybe that's why they don't bend.
Okay, let's clean up this mess that I made here. Yep. Made a mess. That's okay, we can clean that up. Okay, a new Diet Pepsi. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever spilled stuff all over my camera when reaching over some stuff and knocked over the straw. I made a mess, but we're all cleaned up. We're good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fried shrimp. The fried shrimp seems to be fine. Got two of them. Let's do it again.
Ya con Luis no quiere jugar, ¿verdad? La van a cuidar mucho.
So I didn't get anything that's different. It's pretty much the same. Crab rangoon. Here's a close up. Here's what's on the inside. There's nothing about this buffet that stands it out. This cream machine says sorry, out of order. Broccoli. Imitation crab. Shrimp. Mushrooms. Chicken. You can hear how quiet it is in this restaurant. Final chicken. Not much to say. All right, let's see if they have any dessert. I don't think there's much of anything for dessert from what I saw. A couple of cookies, maybe some fortune cookies, that's about it. Let's go check it out. Sorry. I want to give this to you before I forget.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Gave the guy his tip. All right, so this is what we got. I'm just gonna leave this on my chest there. Go down a little bit. So here's what they have. Some cake things. Not much. I can't have too much of it anyway. An almond cookie. Some type of cheap duplex cookie. And a fortune cookie. Cheap duplex cookie. Haven't had one of these things in a long time. An almond cookie. At least we have some type of Chinese thing here. These type of cookies used to have an actual almond. Not anymore. I just get an almond flavor now. Like that. See what my fortune is. Your next Chinese meal will bring you more cookies. That's all we had is cookies. Okay, I am done. I'll give you more info outside. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
You too. Here's stuff for kids or big adults. All right. Okay, so that was Super China Buffet. You can see the thing behind me here, and let's get a shot of it. Super China Buffet in Schaumburg. I mentioned before, I've been here before, but it's gone way downhill. I mean, way downhill. Let's get in the car. Okay. Let me say this. I tried to be quiet in there because I don't say so many negative things when I'm there and people are eating their food. But yeah, that was pitiful. Let me get my, hold on. let me get my camera mount out here so I don't have to hold this thing. Here's how I do it. I just kind of line it up right here. Roughly about, where's it here? Lock it into place. Take the camera off, turn you around. Okay. All right, I need to get some air in here. It's really hot in here. Let's get some air in here. Turn off the radar detector. All right. Oh, what a mess. Must have been the cookies. All right, let me say this. That was so pitiful. I mean, really pitiful. I thought Golden Corral was bad. This was worse than Golden Corral. This was worse than Golden Corral. Okay, now they were never actually really that good. Let me take this other stuff off. I forgot these things. I have my camera case on my belt. Take that thing off. Put that down here. You see that all the time. Put my belt back on. That's how I carry the cameras in. Put it back on the belt. You see all the stuff I got to do to get a video. We can take this off. This is the magnetic mount, right? People have asked me about that thing. It actually goes around my neck here. Let me show you. There we go. Let me fix up my collar here. I had the string thing under the collar. I put a little sponge behind it because it just sits on my chest a little bit easier. So it just gives it a little bit of thickness there. And then I rubber band it to the magnetic mount. So all this is this metal thing. The magnet's here. So all I have to do really is just clip it and it locks it in place. So it'll be, this part's under your clothes, the other part's in front of your clothes. Then I just wrap it back around and put it away. I usually keep it in my glove box. That way I don't forget it. All right, let's Let's talk about this place. I could be driving while we're talking. Let me switch out glasses here. We might as well get the phone out, get the GPS going. Why not? Okay. I don't actually need the GPS, but in case I do, we'll put it in there. All right, let me back out of here. That was really pitiful. All right, selection-wise, there's hardly any selection, and if you saw any of the footage that I had, you'll see that they were running out of stuff. They replenished some stuff, but not nearly as much as they should have. The time I went was about, I'd say maybe 1:30ish, something like that, give or take, 1:15, 1:30, in that range. And so it's after. I did it purposely to do it after the rush, if there even was a rush. I don't even think there was a rush, to tell you the truth. It was so empty in there. I would say maybe when I was there, maybe 4 or 5 groups of people. And when I'm talking groups, I'm only talking people that might be, let's say, 3 or 4 people at most together as a group. So what would that put it at? Maybe, I don't know, less than 20 people in there, maybe something, maybe less than that. Yeah. So granted, it was past the afternoon rush, but I don't think they ever had a rush. So yeah, I would not go back. Yeah, I wanted to see if there was another option for Chinese buffet out there besides Royal Buffet. Royal Buffet would cost you a lot more money. I think Royal might cost you close to around $25 or something like that. This is half the price, but it's not even half the quality. It's way below that. Royal is a little bit better. You have better selections and stuff, but I wasn't going to spend $25 for just a quick lunch that I was a little hungry for. I mean, no real big deal, but yeah, well, at least it satisfied my curiosity to see how things were going for them. But yeah, it's awful. It was bad. Yeah, really bad. One of the worst buffets I've had in a long, long time. Hate to say that, but there's not a whole lot of options for Chinese buffets anymore. There used to be quite a few in our area, but man, they've dropped down. Yeah, so this one was Super China Buffet in Schaumburg. I'd have to give them a very poor rating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do it that way, but I wouldn't recommend you go there if you're in this area. I mean, the ice cream machine's down. There's hardly any dessert. Things are replenished. The stuff is all chicken almost. Yeah, it's basically all chicken. A different variety of chicken. So, no, not worth it. So there you have it. At least I brought you out to another buffet. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Will I give them another chance? No, I don't think so. Not this one. Talk to you guys next time.